Toss of 11 for all players. This book series begins with gifts from the protagonist's brother, mother, and best friend. In the series, Mr. Yap accuses the protagonist of trying to steal a plastic figurine. Watching television results in Boone getting shot in the chest with an arrow in the first book of the series, which prompts the protagonist to call upon a World War I Army medic Tom Atkins. Tom becomes Little Bear's blood brother in the point. What Lynn Reed Bank series about bringing toys to life? Time. This is the Indian in the cover. Well, this co-founder of the 1940 movement wrote Black Reconstruction in America. This thinker popularized the phrase functional colorblind and described double consciousness. This authored an essay entitled Encounter the Black Man. Yeah, it was for five. Toss up 13 for all players. In 1945, this man's government established the Democratic Front after liberation from German rule, but his party, I'm sorry, that's incorrect, and his party of labor held their power. Declaring a republic, this man opposed the pro-Axis following Conventar. In 1978, he and China withdraw its alliance. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. With his isolated regime, this anti-religious dictator drove back the Benghazi border underground and denied Mother Teresa the ability to for relatives to place. Yes, in Veracruz, for five. Toss up 14 for all players. This author's first article in the Atlanta Journal Sunday magazine detailed an interview with the socialite who witnessed the Italian Revolution. This author's first novella, Lost Places, was unpublished until 1996. This author's novelette about a white woman in love with a biracial man, Rhoda Hagen, was rejected by the publishing house Macmillan, who accepted a novel by this author about characters such as Ashley Wilkes and Red Butler. For the points, sorry, that's incorrect. Identify this author. I'm going winner. Simon, that's correct. Margaret Mitchell. Toss up 15 for all players. This puzzle can be solved using gray codes and Tower. Tower what? It's correct. 6. Pretty tough. That is what it is. Toss up 16 for all players. It's not Thomas Malthus, but political scientist Graham Allison argues that this historian's namesake trap ensures that discombobulation is never rising power threatens to displace a ruling power. This historian is excused as a military commander and banished for being I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Failing to save Amphipolis. The melting dialogue appears in the word by this historian. Toss up 17. Though she is in love with this character, the artist Madeline, supported by her, this character flees with the servant Smike after he is given a teaching assignment and does a boy's call under the abuse of Wagner's spears. This character defends his sister. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Defends his sister Kate from Mulberry Hawk, afraid of their wealthy but cruel and proud. For the points, names alliterative Charles Dickens character who supports his family after his father's death. This alliterative character is Nicholas Nickleby. Plus 18 for all players. A protein library is expressed on the M13 type of these pathogens in a namesake display technique used to optimize antibodies. Mutation rates were measured before and after the addition of one of these pathogens in the Gloria Delbert experiment. These pathogens may be produced by the lysogenic Also, 19 for all players. This program drew criticism from isolationist in Congress before being signed as Public Law 7711. And this program was effectively controlled by Harry Hopkins. Massachusetts Representative John McCormick steered this program to Congress. This program was defended in the Arsenal of Democracy installment. Repeat that? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Defended in the Arsenal of Democracy installment. Fireside chats. Yeah, for me. No. Franklin Delano Roosevelt initiated for the points book program to permit the president's military armament to great Britain. That's correct. Toss up 20 for all players after the 12 worship. This individual broke the ancient laws by disguising himself as a homeless man named Fred and speaking to a group of Westerners. Fowler's fear of heights causes her to accidentally. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Causes her to accidentally scorch large parts of New England with this individual let her drive for 6. After 20 years,
Dars with 11, Omar with -3, Switchout with 21, Miller with +4, with 3, and John with -2.
Excellent. It's also 22 for all players. Oh, we did score 3 points. It's also 21 for all players. Loki or Keratin are associated with finding these features at a location called Logan's Castle. These features produce volcanogenic massive sulfide ore deposits. Some creatures living in these features in American Samoa uh, for 5. It's also 22. This god is humiliated after his attempt to punish a village with the force by Krishna. That's right, 6. Toss up 23. One painter linked to this movement. One painter linked to this movement was Frederick Leighton, based his work Flaming June on Michelangelo's sculptures. The only female member of this movement to exhibit work was Elizabeth Siddall. This group embraced Tempera and Sandra Botticelli and expressed to create revive past eras to practice Toss up 24. Gustav Ising proposed a linear type of these machines as implemented by Walt Whitterer. A never completed instance of these machines was supposed to be located in Waxahachie and was canceled after around $2 billion was spent. A circular version of these machines discovered the top quartile. Sorry. Top quartile Fermi lab and was called the. Yeah, that's correct for 5. That's real. Toss up 25 for all players. In the cultural front, historian Michael Dinnen used this organization to name the left-leaning period of American history from the 1930s to the 1950s. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled that this organization's First Amendment right to free assembly were violated in New Jersey City Mayor Frank Gates' ban on the public meetings. John L. Lewis was the founding president of. I'm sorry, that's for the points. What conglomerate labor union did I'm sorry, that's first. Sorry, right? So very great. They merged with the American Federation of Labor Knowledge at this times. Yeah, since the CIA of Congress and it's LCA. With the balance. So the neck on that side is more coordinated. It's very hard. Which one are you going to do? One on red. Okay. So one, two, the arm check. Also, 26 for all players. In this book, a character is born from a stone egg on flower fruit milk. For 6. Toss up 27 players. This compound can exist in alpha and beta animals that experience mutarotations. Andreas Sigismund Markgraf oversaw the earliest isolation of. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. This molecule from Regency, a hemoglobin A1C test measures. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Yes, this is the level of control of this molecule. Okay, so for 5. Toss up 28 for all players. Major regions of this island area include the Salem Plateau and the South Massawa Mountains, as well as the Boston. This island area. I'm sorry, that's correct. That's correct. So, going into the penultimate also. You make a score here.
Darth 19, Olmar minus 5, Sujet 27, Miller with 0, we're done with 7, Taylor with 22.
Alright. Toss up 29 for all players. One character in this song is asked, you know Claremont Street? He really questioned, did you hear the news about good old General Mercer? Some claims that the Virginians emerged with the nation's capital before claiming that no one else was in the type of location. For the points in the song from the musical Hamilton about a location where key political decisions are made. That's correct for you. And then score check coming to the final toss up.
Okay, Darth 19, Olmar minus 5, Sujet 27, Miller 3, Miller 7, Taylor 22.
Well, welcome to the room where it happens. The finals toss up 3 for all players. This political party was founded by Jewish anti-alcohol activist Louis Levitt. This political party supported Daniel Banks, the only third-party Speaker of the House. In the election of 1856, that's correct. So that gives us a final score.
2019, Omar with -5, Suchad with 27, Miller with 3, 7, and Joe with 28.
So we're all going to proceed to Orlando in for the awards. Thank you very much. Thank you for